Today we are here ranking Parachutes by Coldplay. We're going to sit down and listen to every single song one at a time. While the song is playing, I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to pause 0 times. I do not like when people pause the video in the middle of their reactions. So after we're done with the song, we're going to rank it on this tier list here. So we have the S, which is like an 11 out of 10. We have the A's, which is like a 9 to 10 out of 10. B's, like a 7 to 8 out of 10. Average is kind of like a 5 to 6, and then Ass Cheeks is anything below 5, because why would you want to listen to below 5 song? It's Ass Cheeks. I know that on these YouTube videos, pretty much all of the music is going to be cut out because of copyright claims. So if you want to be here in the action, chilling and hanging out like everyone else here in the YouTube chat, come join one of the streams. You can do that by either one, just subscribing to the channel, or you can also click the Discord link down in my description to join the Discord and see my announcements when I'm doing other things. The first song up is called Don't Panic. All right, so the first time I ever heard this song, and even now, I think that it's a very good intro song to an album. All that I've ever heard from Coldplay before I listened to this song was the big hits like Viva La Vida, Paradise, everything that's kind of newer now. And so I was completely surprised by the complete different type of music style here. Like, my favorite band of all time is Pink Floyd. I got an Animals right up there, and I got a Dark Side of the Moon behind you guys on the camera. So progressive rock. And when I heard this song sounded more like a progressive rock song than the poppy Coldplay that I'm used to. So one thing that I've always enjoyed about a lot of music is the mastering of an album, where a lot of the pop songs now, they're nice and you bounce around and they have, nice musical elements to them. But 3 minutes and it's done. When you're listening to this song in headphones, yeah, it's a 2-minute song, but it's also almost like some sort of experience. Like, you have guitars in the right ear. You have, Chris Martin in your head. And you got drums in your head. You got things to the left. Everything is so it's like, what's the word? It's like an environment. Like, if you could close your eyes and like you're a part of the song, rather than it just being like the song plays and then that's it. And then you either listen to it over again or you never listen to it again. There's this experience that you can get lost in, and that's when I feel like music allows you to come up with your own meaning to each song that they've created. So this song, Don't Panic, let's pull up the tier list here. I think that I'm going to put Don't Panic in an A tier, because I think that that's the perfect start to an album right there. I really enjoyed everything about it. When I heard it for the first time after hearing the Coldplay that we're all used to, was completely surprised. And I just really love the guitar. So next up after Don't Panic is Shiver. I really enjoy and I like the little guitar riffs in the background. This was the first song I remember hearing on the album when I've heard this comment a couple times. I think I remember my girlfriend really saying it when I started playing some Coldplay songs. And I kind of had the same problem the first time I heard them, where I feel like Chris Martin as a vocalist, for a while, there were a few things that he would sing in this song as an example, where I'm kind of like, it doesn't really sound that good. Like, I feel like as a singer, but as I've listened to these songs more and more and more, I actually appreciate it more, because I feel like it shows the emotion in a song. I'd rather hear this than some auto-tune, piece of garbage. As a love song, in a way, I think it's a really nice one. I do feel like I've heard better love Coldplay songs, and while I don't mind songs being longer, this song was 5 minutes, I don't feel like this song needed to be 5 minutes. I think that this song is probably, if I pull up the tier list, like an 8 out of 10. It's really nice. I don't know that I would put it in my playlists, because also the playlists are already so long and full of other Coldplay songs. So I think it's an 8 out of 10. If it came on, I'd listen to it. Next up on the album is Spies. I really like the beginning of the song, how kind of like mysterious it sounds, in a way where I think it fits the title of the song perfectly in the theme of the song about spies. It feels mysterious. And again, just like Don't Panic, it feels very ambient. If you have this song playing in headphones, it's like a whole little thing going on here. And I really like that about it. And I like the creeping guitar that just kind of shuffles its way around your head. And I really like the ambience of this song. So let's pull up the tier list. I'm going to put this song, Spies, in the A tier. I think that's right up there. It's like a 9 out of 10. I love that everything all relates back to the title of the song, Spies. The lyrics, obviously, are the leading factor in that. But the fact that they can make these guitar riffs and the beat in this whole, environment feel like, this is Spies, then I think that they did a great job all around with that song. So I think that's a 9 out of 10 right there. Let's dive right back into it. We've got Sparks. My favorite thing about this song is the chord progression. I really love that, and I love that that is like the base of the song, and that makes a calming and I think pretty beautiful song. It is very laid back, and I think again that vibe matches what they're trying to portray in this song. There's a lot of love songs, which I don't think is, again, a bad thing, but whenever I hear a love song, I think of K. How are they compared to the other love songs that they've created? And I think it's a chill one. I'm on the fence between an A and a B here. I think it's either an 8 or a 9 out of 10. Let's pull up the tier list. I think right now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put Sparks in the B. I think it's an 8 out of 10, but it could bridge the gap. I have it in a playlist, but it's not my main Coldplay playlist. If I want something that's super laid back and calming, Sparks will be in that playlist. It's a very beautiful song. I really like it. So after Sparks, we have Yellow. I'm not going to stay too long on Yellow here. We're putting it in the S tier, and I don't think that there's much of a need for an explanation as to why. There's a reason that this song is as wildly popular as it is. It connects to a lot of people, or connects with a lot of people, and I think everything about it is literally perfect. And this song can play and repeat for a while. There's really only one. Sometimes I question, how the Skin and Bones, or what's it? When they're just like, yeah, she was all yellow. Like, what happened, bro? What happened to them? Why are they yellow? So yeah, that's Yellow. It's an S tier, and we'll just hop right into the next one, which is Trouble. The first time that I ever heard this song, it was instantly stuck in my head for a couple reasons. First, the piano composition, the do 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 do, was also stuck in my head. And then the distorted guitar sound in the background. I think that it all, of course, adds to the overall sound of this album. It stays true to everything else that we've listened to so far. But I also really liked hearing a sad love song. I think that that's nice. That for a while I would have preferred the sad love song. Because if I'm sorry that I suck. That's my bad. That I'm just awful to you. And so that was a nice change of pace here. I think Trouble fits in the A. I think I give it like a 9 out of 10. I really liked the song instantly the first time I heard it. And it is in a playlist. Of course, since it's a slower song, it's not in my main Coldplay playlist, but it is thrown in the chill one along with Sparks. Next up is Parachutes. I don't honestly remember that from my first playthrough. That must just be one of those like things they throw in the middle to kind of like bring you over to the next side of the album or something like that. We've had these things come up in the past where they're like 30 seconds long, and I don't really know how to like rank that. So I'm gonna put Parachutes in average because I don't think it could be ranked. It's not really a song. It's like a bridge between two songs. Next up is High Speed. My head stuck inside. Can anybody stop this inside? It's an interesting like ending. I'm sure that it was playing throughout the whole song, but I didn't really notice it until the end. So I think that so the interesting part at the end of the song. So he's talking about in the song, we're living life inside a bubble, and I feel like again what Coldplay has done so well so far is somehow they can connect the musical elements to like what they're singing about. So I feel like at the end, there's like in my mind, hear me out, I'd say like a 7 out of 10. I don't know that I would put that in a playlist of mine. Also because I don't feel like I instantly connected with any of the lyrics. I'd probably have to read more into what he's singing about here. But yeah, I think that there are some good elements here, but I just personally don't feel too connected to it. Next up, right into it. We Never Change. I wanna live, never come down, have friends around. We never, I wanna On this song at the beginning, I was like, oh boy, it sounds exactly like Sparks, which this song made up for it because I think this is the one that I really, instantly connected to the lyrics. I knew exactly what he was talking about, describing how he wants his life to be in the friends that he wants to surround himself with and, all the different dreams. And so I connect with that. I connect with the lyrics on this one. However, it sounds exactly like Sparks to me. I don't think it did really anything different other than, the guitar. I think that it's like a 7 or 8 out of 10. I like the lyrics, but other than that, it just kind of sounded the same to me as previous songs. There's nothing really too special that stood out to me. So after We Never Change, we have 2 songs left on the album. Next up is Everything's Not Lost, including hidden track Life is for Living. So it sounds like we're going to be pausing this song halfway through because it's actually 2 songs. I'm well. How are you? I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing the daytime stream. So, all the kids are in school. So we got all the adults here today, and we're all just chilling. Okay, sorry. Everything is not lost. Here we go. I didn't press play. Here we go.
When I counted up, saw there was one for every day. With the good ones on, I drove the other ones away. If you ever feel neglected, if you think I'll be counting.
Boom. Solid outro song for an album. We got the oh yes, and I do actually really like the lyrics here. I think that's another one that it's really easy to connect with. But I'm kind of sitting here looking at the tier list, and I'm between an A and a B. So I think that makes it's like a 7 or an 8. And so boom, B tier. And now we'll finish up with the last song, which is a part of this song, but they're not the same song. This is Life is for Living. I don't necessarily understand hidden tracks was like a huge thing back before my time of existence. I presume because everything was on like CDs and cassettes and whatnot. So then people are like, oh sheesh, there's another song. Oh my goodness. But one thing that I feel like, here in the streaming era, it's kind of annoying that they're still connected. Because what if I only wanted to listen to one of them? Now I have to listen to both. They could do like what Billie Eilish did with Happier Than Ever, where she's got her like weird little 60s sounding part, and then the last half, which is like the absolute incredible banger that makes you just like hate the world. And she made just that apart by itself. And so, not that I'm gonna rank these songs any differently because of that, but that's just, that's a TomTwentyTwo thought. Let's pull up the tier list. Life is for Living. Another nice one, but I might go average. I don't think I would have peed my pants over that one. So here's the final tier list. I think the thing to note, the majority of songs are in B. That just means that they're a 7 or an 8 out of 10. I don't think that there's anything wrong with those songs. The problem, I think, that with this album is the S's and the A's are really strong. S's and A's. Those are some really good songs. Because I think if we're comparing the songs, I do think that Sparks are better than the B's that we have in here. But the A's and the S's, very strong songs. I love them a lot. The B's are still good songs, but I'm not going to listen to them because they're overshadowed by what we have up here. So that is going to be the end of the tier list. We've done it in this album review. So thank you all for hanging out. Let me know down in the comments what you think about each of these songs in the album overall. I really like to see what everyone thinks about these songs, because I know that my opinion is just my opinion. So I want to know yours, and I want everyone to be able to discuss. That's what this channel is all about. Is we all listen to something new, we all try something new, and we find things that we like and we dislike, and that's okay. So share your opinions down below. If you liked this content, be sure to subscribe for more. And if you want to know what I have planned in the future, what streams and albums I'm going to be listening to, go join the Discord. That's my little community right there. Everyone can make their own tier lists for their own albums. And then I announce when I'm going live and doing all the things. I'll announce when I hit up Coldplay for their collab. Everything will be great. So yeah, thank you all so much.